Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Or afternoon, whatever, I don't know. It's 1 o'clock here in Buffalo, New York, where I reside. I've got my beautiful chunk of smoky quartz. Beautiful dark black color for the root chakra. So, I just want to say that I love you. And that I'm always here for you. If you ever need someone to talk to about anxiety, grief, worry, distress, or any of those things that people seem to not want to talk about, I'm here for you, and I love you. And as a healer, I think I might as well get used to talking to people. And I enjoy it. It's enjoyable to me to have that exchange of energy. I love you. So, what to talk about today? Anyone who is on a healing path, or who is meant to be a healer, in order for you to go through the transformation that is required of you to be the healer, you kind of have to, what would I would say, give up your resistance to your own healing, your own journey, so to speak. And it is very often that very resistance that has been the structure for a lot of our life. So it can be very disorienting and overwhelming when we realize the next step in our journey is essentially to start over. To realize that we've maybe built up some things in our lives on a foundation that was based out of fear, not out of love. So, with this being said, I know that that can be a harsh truth for a lot of people to hear that and to feel that and to let that sink in, let that resonate with you. But I say it with love. I love you. I love you very, very, very much. I know it's not easy to hear that if there's people out here that are, and we're all on a healing journey. Sometimes we all go through healing crises. A healing crisis is when you're healing and you're going through the process of healing and you end up not knowing how to deal or cope with something. So it becomes like a crisis situation. It becomes like a critical, maybe what you could say, a critical internal environment where you don't know how to process the information or the intensity of the emotional disruptions that are going on inside of you. Because in order to heal, we have to be allowed to feel and experience and sometimes relive certain feelings and experiences that we've had. So essentially, healing is taking a step out of moving away from fear and actually into the reality of your experience. And from there, that's where other people come in. Because in order for someone, a lot of the times, what other people can do to help someone heal is not necessarily try and go inside and fix everything for them. Because we have internal intelligence that knows the next steps innately, how to heal itself and how to heal anything. The only thing that takes courage is moving out of fear and realizing that the only thing stopping you is your own clinging to fear. That's it. Once you decide to let go of fear, the rest of it will take care of itself. The healing will happen, and you'll just be a witness to that healing. And my advice to you is just regularly love yourself. Put your hand on your heart. I love you. And if you do this regularly enough, and you do it like it's a prayer, just decide, I love you. I love you. And I know a lot of the times when we're on healing journeys, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to say you love you. But when you get to a certain point, it will begin to feel good. You will actually feel safe enough to let yourself love yourself. I love you. 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 And also, the other thing that love does when you're loving yourself, it brings up those things that we don't necessarily want to experience. It brings them up for us so we don't have to go digging for them. So if you're centered in your heart, I love you. I love you. You don't necessarily need to love the experiences that you've gone through, but you can love your heart and love who you are. You don't have to do anything that takes a sense of effort with the healing journey. And we're all on a healing journey. There is only do or not do. There is no try. And that's okay if you're not ready to do it. A lot of the times people think that somehow, they have to just make themselves heal and make themselves do it. No. No. A lot of the times, no is the right answer. It's up to you to when you are, and really it's up to your inner child, when your inner child is ready to heal. That's really what that's really what determines if you're ready to heal or not. So, I know this is kind of a heavy subject, but I've been this is where I'm at, and I love you. A lot of the times, in order for us to enjoy life, we have to let go of our superficial idea of that we're okay, that everything's okay and we're okay, but it's on the surface. Okay? Oh, I have money, I have a job, I have, relatively nice people in my life. So, I'm okay. When you know that there's something underneath that's not okay. A lot of the times that we need to let go of that denial, realize that it's okay to not be okay, and see that. And see that there's things that happen to people that are not okay. It's just, that's what happens. It's life. What I'm saying to you right now is if you're in that position where that's where you're at, I understand. I'm sure I don't understand I'm sure there's people that are suffering in ways that I can't fathom. But I'm here for you, and I love you. And it's okay that you don't know how to deal with it. It's okay that you don't know what the next step is to take. Take your hand, put it on your heart. That's step one. Step two, say some words that feel like love. That's the steps. The rest is up to your inner child. Once you develop an actual relationship with your adult mind, the person who goes to work, the person who pays the bills, the person who, understands the law, understands, societal appropriate standards, that person, their job is to make the inner child feel safe enough and then be patient as they love themselves and their inner child until the inner child decides that he wants to open up. Because all of your healing journey is done from your inner child, is done from within your inner child's heart. Your innocent heart that's you've been, that you are, is still alive. It doesn't go anywhere. It just gets covered and hidden. So by loving your own heart, you're gently peeling away, evaporating layers that have been surrounding your innocence. So as you love your heart more and more and more, and the thing is you can love. This is the cool thing about love, is you can love anything. There is nothing that is not capable of being loved. So even if there's always a part of you inside of you that is loving. I know for a lot of people we might think that that's impossible, right? Oh, they're just detached from it. They could never love again. No, there's a part in them that still is loving. And I'm not saying that it has to be that way. I'm just simply stating the fact that they have a heart. The heart, you can't be alive if you don't have a heart, and the heart loves. So even if there's a part, even if they've been completely, just layered up with all of this stuff that life does, there's still a part in them that can go, I love this. I don't know what it is, I don't know what I'm loving, and I don't even know what is loving it, but I love it. I love you. Okay? You don't need to be at a place where you understand everything. That isn't required of you. I love you is the only thing that's necessary. I love you. I love you. And then all that stuff that comes up, going, oh, I'm supposed to do something now. Oh, how many times do I have to say this? When is it going to start healing me? And all of that stuff happens. You know what you do? You just accept that love is doing what it's meant to do, even if you don't understand what it is. The only thing you have to do is just decide that this is something worth doing. That's the decision to make when you're talking about healing. So, I love you. Namaste. Have a good day.